spirits, witches, comedy. I am of course talking about the 2012 film ParaNorman, and I've been wanting to see this forever since it came out. I don't know why I didn't go and see it in the cinema, but I finally had the chance to see it, and all I can say is, oh my goodness, wow. There is one issue that I have with this, but for the most part I absolutely loved it. Now, it is an animation film, and it's about a boy called Norman, believe it or not, and he can see spirits. And he is informed that the witch is going to rise and try and raise the dead. This is the witch who has cursed the city. And it is up to this little boy, this Norman, to save everybody from the witch and from these zombies that she is going to bring about. But things don't go quite as straightforward as Norman had expected them to. So first of all, the fact that he is dealing with spirits I think is great, and straight away we were being given information about this which was so accurate. Some of you will know that I am a spiritualist, so I kind of worried that this was going to be really artificial and false, but it's actually quite an accurate portrayal of how one who sees spirits interact with them and how it works and why certain things happen in a certain way, for the most part. There were a few things which didn't add up, so don't take everything as fact. But I was very, very impressed with the accuracy of it, and within that you also have the comedy, and it's very tasteful, and it's very kind of matter of fact a lot of the time. It's so funny. The character of Neil, who I'll talk about a bit more soon, one of my favourite all-time characters ever. He's absolutely brilliant. So I'm really happy with the plot. The only issue I have is that he just suddenly stops being able to see spirits. Now, I don't know if I missed a momentary second in the film where that was explained, and if I did, somebody please point it out. But it was just like, right, I can see spirits that are all around me. Right, now I can't. And it was really, really odd how that happened. And it took me a couple of minutes to realise that, actually. So that's the only issue I have with the plot, but for the most part, I'm very happy with it. The voiceover cast is great. Kodi Smit-McPhee plays Norman, and Norman as a character I think is really likeable, and there are certain traits in him that I think are really positive qualities and really relatable as well, for not just the younger audience but for the older audience as well. Albrizzi plays Neil. He's voiced in Spooky Buddies, he's in Good Luck Charlie, which is a very good programme. And Neil is just hilarious. He provides so much hilarity, and he's kind of that stock comedic character who then ends up having more of an important role than one might initially expect. So Neil as a character I think is very vital, specifically with the comedic value. Courtney is Anna Kendrick. That's absolutely wonderful. In the witch character, I love, a lot of you know that I kind of love working with the characters of witches, so that for me is very fascinating. And the way she's represented is lovely, so that's good. Zombies I don't like, despite the fact that I'm hoping to see warm bodies at the end of this week, but that's totally irrelevant. Zombies I do not like, but for the most part, spirits, witches and zombies all in one film is going to be this kind of big gore fest, and it is very well done. Now, the film is written and directed by Butler, and he worked on Corpse Bride. I think he was the artist board designer or something for Corpse Bride, which is great because that has an element of Tim Burton to it. And I will say that Tim Burton fans will enjoy this. This is another one of those films where people think it's an animation, it's slightly gothic, it's entertaining, it's Tim Burton. It's not. But there are elements in there which Tim Burton fans will enjoy, as I did. And so it's very well directed, and the script is great, and most of the comedy comes from the script rather than the visual side of things. It's a PG and it's an hour and a half in length, so I think it's really great for a younger audience as well. There are a couple of moments where I think it's maybe a little bit too gruesome for a very, very young audience. That's probably why it's not universal. So for the most part, it is very family friendly, and I think people of all ages can get something out of it. ParaNorman was absolutely worth the wait. I enjoyed it so much more than I thought. The representations of spiritualism I thought were really, really good, and the dark side of it was very fun and heightened. You really sucked in with the adventure. Yeah, so I do definitely recommend that everybody in the world checks it out. I love it. Let me know your thoughts on ParaNorman, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!